Hey everyone, welcome back. Are you looking for some serious BAM without the traditional bang? Well, you are in luck. Today, we're diving into an incredible lineup of gear that packs a serious punch without using conventional ammunition. We're going to cover everything from top-tier, less lethal defense tools to big-game air rifles that can stop just about anything that walks, and even some wild stuff that's just plain fun. So let's get right into it. Chapter 1. Less Lethal and Home Defense. First up is the Umarex T4 ETC-68 carbine. Right off the bat, you can see it's built to feel familiar to anyone who's handled an AR-15, which is a huge plus for training and muscle memory. This isn't a firearm, though. It's a 68 caliber launcher that propels pepperball rounds using CO2. You can run it on a single 88-gram canister or dual 12-gram capsules, and that single large canister gives you enough juice for up to 200 shots. The 20-round magazines can even be coupled together for faster reloads. For any homeowner looking for a credible deterrent that looks and feels like the real deal, this delivers serious stopping power without crossing that lethal threshold. If that AR-style platform caught your eye, then you need to see this, the Mission 4 carbine. This rifle was originally designed for law enforcement, but has been re-engineered for civilian use. Like the Umarex, it's a CO2-powered 68 caliber launcher with a familiar M4 design, complete with Picatinny rails for customization. It launches projectiles at a respectable 325 feet per second. But here's the game changer. It has an ASA valve. That means you can keep a CO2 cartridge installed and pressurized, ready to go at a moment's notice without worrying about seals blowing out over time. When you need it, it's ready. That's a huge advantage for a defensive tool. All right, let's step up in power from carbines to a dedicated, less lethal shotgun, the Genesis Arms Gen 12 LL. The first thing you notice is that high-vis orange furniture. In a high-stress situation, that immediate visual confirmation that you're grabbing the less lethal option is a smart, deliberate safety feature. This shotgun shines with beanbag rounds, cycling them reliably. While you can use other 12-gauge less lethal munitions, you might have to cycle the action manually. Built from rugged 6061 aluminum with an adjustable stock and plenty of M-lock and Picatinny rail space, it's a professional-grade tool for those who want serious, reliable performance. But what if you need something more compact? Meet the PB4SP, which is imported into the US as the M11 pistol. This high-power weapon fires metal-core rubber bullets with 91 joules of muzzle energy. To be clear, 91 joules is no joke. It's enough to stun an attacker, maybe even break a bone, but it's engineered to stay below that lethal threshold. There's no traditional safety switch. The locked and loaded weapon is always ready. The clever part is its electrical priming system, which ensures only its specific cartridges can be used, adding a unique layer of safety. With an integrated laser for aiming, it's a potent and modern defensive pistol. Finally, in our defense chapter, for a straightforward, no-frills defensive tool, we have the Saber Pepper Launcher. This is designed for pure accessibility and ease of use. It has virtually no recoil and a lightweight design, making it a great option for family members who might be intimidated by a more traditional firearm. It's a 68 caliber launcher with an effective range of up to 60 feet. The kit comes with everything you need to get started. The launcher, pepper and practice projectiles, CO2 cartridges, and even a case. It's a simple, effective solution for creating distance and giving yourself time to escape. Chapter 2. High-power air hunting and marksmanship. All right, we've secured the homestead. Now, let's talk about putting food on the table, or just doing some serious long-range shooting with the incredible power of modern air rifles. First up in our hunting lineup is a rifle that looks like it's from the future, the Benjamin Bulldog. So what do you get when you squeeze a 28-inch 357 caliber barrel into a 36-inch bullpup frame? You get this beast. It's a powerful and accurate hunting gun packed into a compact package. It features a sound suppression chamber, a 5-shot magazine, and plenty of rail space for optics. But here's where it gets really interesting. Benjamin makes 357 caliber air bolts for it. In states that allow it, You can hunt with arrows that fly faster and more accurately than those from even the most powerful crossbows, with a fraction of the cocking effort. Now, if the Bulldog is the sleek sports car of air rifles, the Air Force Texan Big Bore is the undisputed heavy-duty truck. These have become incredibly popular in the big bore world, and for good reason. They are famously reliable, adjustable, and built like tanks. Available in calibers all the way up to 50 caliber, the performance is just rock solid. The most powerful version, the LSS 50CF, generates over 800 foot-pounds of energy. Let's put that in perspective. That is serious, big game dropping power, all from an air rifle. But maybe traditional slugs aren't what you're after. For years, companies have argued over who makes the most powerful arrow rifle. Well, the Hatsan Harpoon basically ended that argument. This thing is an absolute monster. It can send a 20-inch crossbow bolt downrange at 600 feet per second, producing 325 foot-pounds of energy. For a hunter, that massive energy and velocity translate to better terminal performance and more ethical hunts. It's a bullpup with an adjustable stock and cheek rest, and it comes ready for your favorite optic. So, Hatsan throws down the gauntlet with raw power. What does Umarex do? They come back with the Air Saber Elite X2 and say, "That's great. How about 2 shots?" That's this rifle's killer feature, the ability to fire 2 full-length arrows in quick succession. Anyone who's hunted knows that a fast follow-up shot can be the difference between a successful hunt and a long day of tracking. Fueled by a 4,000 psi PCP tank, it launches 376 grain arrows at 450 feet per second. That's more than enough punch for some of the biggest games on the planet. To round out our hunting chapter, let's look at the Umarex Air Javelin Pro. This answers the question, how do we get more velocity, more power, and more air? Umarex boosted performance by swapping the old CO2 system for a full PCP power plant. Now, this air archery gun is pushing 170 grain arrows at up to 370 feet per second, generating over 50 foot-pounds of energy, perfect for medium to large game. You get about 25 effective shots per fill, with the first 15 being perfectly consistent thanks to the regulator. I could see this being perfect for a recoil-sensitive hunter or for quiet pest control. It's accurate, easy to use, hits hard, and honestly, it just looks cool. Chapter 3. Recreation, DIY, and the future. Okay, enough serious business. Let's wrap things up with a few items designed for pure, awesome fun and a glimpse into the future of projectile launchers. And what's more fun than launching a full can of soda over 100 yards? This is the can cannon, and it is guaranteed to be the highlight of your next barbecue. It operates using a proprietary gas system that prevents it from shredding the can on launch. The best part? You're not just limited to store-bought cans. If you have a 3D printer, you can create your own custom projectiles. For $300, this is a whole world of backyard fun waiting to happen. If you want to step up your backyard plinking game, check out the RSX-7 Doomsday. This is not your grandpa's slingshot. It's a crossbow slingshot hybrid with an adjustable front handle to vary the power. The coolest feature is the built-in magazine that lets you preload up to 40 rounds of 8mm ball bearings. They claim you can hit a soda can at 300 feet, which is impressive. Looking through comments online, the main question people have is about its legality in different places, so definitely check your local laws before picking one up. And finally, we have something that feels like it was pulled right out of a video game. This is the CA9, the world's first commercially available coil gun. Instead of gunpowder or compressed air, it uses electromagnetic coils to launch small projectiles. It operates at low voltage, charges in under an hour, and can fire up to 2,400 rounds per minute. That is not a typo. At $1,600, it's a pricey piece of tech, but it's a fascinating look at where projectile technology could be heading. So there you have it. From less lethal defense tools and powerful hunting rifles to some seriously fun backyard gadgets and sci-fi tech made real. It's an incredible lineup, and it just shows how much innovation is happening outside of traditional firearms. I've got to ask, which one of these stood out to you the most? The futuristic Bulldog, the rapid-fire coil gun, or maybe the practical Mission 4? Drop a comment down below and let me know. If you enjoyed this look at the world of alternative weapons, do me a favor and hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that bell so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.